The food security challenges emanating inter alia from Ukraine conflict require us to respond creatively. To begin with, it's obvious that an early diplomatic solution to the conflict in Ukraine is of paramount importance. India has been consistent in calling for a diplomatic solution through constructive dialogue between the two sides. Prime Minister of India has himself stressed on this aspect in his discussions with the respective leadership. Further, we have noted Secretary General's initiative of establishing a global crisis response group on food, energy and finance. We appreciate Secretary General's call for exempting purchases of food by WFP for humanitarian assistance from food export restrictions with immediate effect. Madam Chair, a number of low-income societies are today confronted with the twin challenges of rising costs and difficulty in access to food grains. Even those like India, who have adequate stocks, have seen an unjustified increase in food prices. It's clear that hoarding and speculation is at work. We cannot allow this to pass unchallenged. My government has recognized the sudden spike in global prices of wheat, which put our food security and those of our neighbors and other vulnerable countries at risk. We are committed to ensuring that such adverse impact on food security is effectively mitigated and the vulnerable cushioned against sudden changes in the global market. In order to manage our own overall food security and support the needs of neighboring and other vulnerable developing countries, we have announced some measures regarding wheat exports on 13th May 2022. Let me make it clear that these measures allow for export on the basis of approvals to those countries who are required to meet their food security demands. This will be done on the request from the concerned governments. Such a policy will ensure that we will truly respond to those who are most in need. It's necessary for all of us to adequately appreciate the importance of equity, affordability, and accessibility when it comes to food grains. We have already seen to our great cost how these principles were disregarded in the case of COVID-19 vaccines. Open markets must not become an argument to perpetuate inequity and promote discrimination.